After 8 bars, you feel like you want to already move on to the next part. But then you have this entire bar, which is pretty long since it's a ballad, that you have to wait. So it has sort of a waiting feeling for the next part, which is great. Dear friends, here I'm back and I'm making another video that I have planned because you know what, I just really want to follow my gut and my feelings about stuff, and the subject about, you know, like hybrid chord and slash chords is very interesting, but I'm very new to it and I'm still discovering a lot. So please feel absolutely free to share stuff about this subject if it interests you, or write down in the comments. But today I want to do something else because I really like to improvise so much. And I bought this book. If you have my newsletter, you probably know it. It's from Rick Rubin and it's really thick. It has a lot like more like sort of more like in a paragraph style, you know, like chapters, you know, but it's really good. It has a lot of information and I'm reading it slowly, and there's one chapter about limitations, temporary rules. I love this. And it's more for like, if you're sort of doing the same thing all over again, how can you get out of it? And I just highlighted some things that I want to read to you. So, set parameters that force you out of your comfort zone. Already love it. And whatever you choose, decide on a framework that breaks your normal rhythm and see where it leads. Just by the nature of the limitations you set, the work will be different from what you've done before. It is of little importance if it's better. The purpose is self-discovery. And this is very motivating to me. So today I chose to set some new limitation for myself. First of all, I picked a tune that I didn't practice at all, but that I love and that speaks deeply to me. So it's Infant Eyes from Wayne Shorter. And yes, it's a beautiful song, but it didn't do nothing with it up till now. And then I already set my own rules, like a minimalistic practice routine that you can absolutely steal if you like to. It's like play the melody, play the chords, listen to the original, play the melody, play the chords, improvise, but that improvisation is very restricted, playing only the 1, only the 3 or the 7, so it's not really like an improvisation. Play on 1 string. And that's it. So it's sort of a rule for how I would like to learn new songs. And yes, I'm going just to take you along on this ride. I'm trying not to have so many cuts in this in this video, and we'll see where that leads us. now I'm going to listen to the original recording from Wayne Shorter, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing again. Sounds like a crazy idea at the moment, but yes, just let's experiment. Yeah, man, such a beautiful tune. I'm really close to tears. Yes, and when I listened to it, and also I have been reading the lead sheet, I already understood something. So you could say that it's sort of an ABA form, right? Because the first 9 bars and the last 9 bars have sort of the same chords except for the last chord. And then there's sort of an interlude in between, right? That is also like 7, 8, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also 9 bars long, which is super interesting because, you know, we all tend to feel 4 bars, 8 bars, but 9 bars, this is different, and it feels like I already could feel that when I played the melody. After 8 bars, you feel like you want to already move on to the next part. But then you have this entire bar, which is pretty long since it's a ballad, that you have to wait. So it has sort of a waiting feeling for the next part, which is great. And also, I think it's sort of an E flat major, going to E flat minor in the A part. And then in the B part, it sort of goes to B major, I guess, and returns back to E flat. So anyways, I'm going to play the melody one more time. Your rules, right? And then the chords. And then I'm going to start to improvise a little bit, and we see what's going to happen then.
2.
While I have been playing, you probably heard it, I started to play some chords below the melody. So I'm thinking maybe I'm trying to just like play the melody with the chords, but not like, you know, not like with I have to play a chord underneath each and every note of the melody, but just like somehow play the chord. And you know why I'm doing all those exercises is because I'm sort of priming my brain, I'm preparing my brain that like the form and the melody is like an endless loop going on in my brain. And when this is going to happen, and we'll see if this already works with the improvisation later, because I don't know it by heart, right, then that's a good thing, and then you can get more free, because then the subconscious does it works, but does it work? But it needs the preparation. So anyways, I'm going to make an ad hoc chord melody arrangement, and then I'm going to start improvising on this tune. I'm really want to do this. So I'm recording with Logic, right? And after I have been recording it, I will put like a preamp, no, not a preamp, like an amp simulation. Probably going to be the Cool Jazz amp. Basically, harmonizing the melody like this also helps with the improvisation, because I can fall back on it, think about the melody and the chord, and sort of play just something of the chords, some notes of the chords, if I don't know where I am at all anymore. I already know my weak spot's probably going to be the Lydian sound. So I don't know if it's actually a Lydian sound. So with E flat major, E major sharp 4 over the E flat, I think it's Phrygian. So I'm going to make a note here and going to try to play Phrygian, and then I'll hear if that works out. So yes, let's check it out. It's a really cool tune. So I'm first of all going to play very few notes, like 1s and 3s and 7s for one chorus. Then I'm going to improvise a little.
2.
Yes, so always think about when you're playing the melody an octave higher. That's a classic sort of mistake. I always get so emotional. Then I want to play the melody an octave higher, and sometimes it just doesn't work anymore, and sometimes I just don't find the notes. But But in general, I think that it's beautiful to play a melody in different octaves. So yes, while I have been playing this tune, a lot of harmonic insights have been popping up. So if you want to have an analysis of Infant Eyes, what scales you can play, if you're interested, please let me know. And yes, it's a beautiful tune. And yeah, it's a ballad. It's always so hard, I find sometimes, to play a beautiful ballad and not only play like, you know, very fast 30-second lines, but also really give meaning to it. And so listen to Wayne Shorter if you wonder how it sounds, if anybody gives meaning to something. So that's it for today. I hope you're all doing fine, and I see you next week. Bye.